Greetings, crafting friends. This is Joan-Marie Domino, and welcome to my channel. These decoupage rope baskets have been insanely popular. I have seen them everywhere. Decoupaging napkins onto fabric, well, it's not new to me. I've already have several videos where I did that. However, I like my decoupage fabric to be really durable. So in my first few videos, I showed you the products I use and the techniques so you can do this. These are items that you're going to use. You want to make sure they're going to hold up. So listen, I'm going to take you step by step so that you can do this. Make sure you don't skip any steps. Follow the whole video. These rope baskets, well, they've actually been around for a while. What's new is decoupaging them with a napkin. Now, if you want to purchase these baskets, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Family Dollar, some of the home stores, and I also saw them in Target. Decoupaging these rope baskets, well, it's not my idea. There's lots of videos out there. As a matter of fact, there's even videos on making your own baskets. Well, like I said, there are other videos out there that will show you how you can decoupage onto a rope basket using a napkin. However, I do use different products when I work with fabric. I want to share that with you because this might be something you'd like to try. Now, here is the very first basket that I made. I actually got this at the Family Dollar. So it was two-toned and I only had to do the top. That was the white part. And actually, it really does work best if you can get baskets that are white. I experimented with a lot of products because I wanted to be able to do this. I wanted my fabric to be usable, where I can smush it and I can bend it, and there's not going to be any cracking or peeling of the napkin. Several years ago, I started to use fabric Mod Podge. That's when I did my first few videos. And after doing a lot of experimenting, I wanted to make sure these bags were usable. And I did this. I crunched up the bag right on my video, and it's absolutely perfect. I did it with a couple different little zipper pouches, and I also have a video on doing the same techniques on a shopping bag. Now, if you like the idea of decoupaging napkins onto shopping bag, totes, or the little zipper pouches, I'm going to put the links for those 3 videos down below in the description box. Here is the first step, and I'm going to cut it apart, and I'm doing that because I'm going to be putting the napkin on in several pieces. And here's my first tip. Make sure you leave the napkin together. Don't separate it while you're cutting. Now you are ready to separate the napkin because with decoupage, we only use that top printed ply. Now I'm going to be using my handy dandy water brush. There's a tube of water and the water feeds into the brush. I'm able to trace around the image. The water weakens the napkin and I'm able to do a soft tear, giving me a nice feathered edge that's going to blend in. Here's another tip. I put a rolled up towel inside the basket so it wouldn't roll from side to side. This is the first product I'm going to use, which is Mod Podge Fabric Decoupage Glue. It works perfect for fabric. I'm going to apply this glue with a bristle brush. It's actually a stencil brush. So what I want to do is get an idea as to where I'm going to put the glue. So I'm just kind of dabbing it around the image so that I know when I'm done, there is going to be glue underneath the whole napkin. Fabric Mod Podge is thicker than the other varieties, so this shouldn't take you too long to do. I am going to say, do make sure you're getting into all of the little nooks and crannies. That's why using these bristle brushes is so important, so you really get the glue in there. Now I'm on to the next step, which means putting the napkin on. Okay, so I'm going to place it on the basket. I'm going to smooth it a little bit with my fingers. And now I'm going to go back and use my bristle brush. And I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to pounce on top of the napkin. And I am smoothing the napkin a little bit, not too much, but I want the napkin to really adhere. Now, this is the thing about fabric Mod Podge. It's thicker than the other formulas. The napkin, it's not as saturated, so you really can do a little bit harder of a pound. And again, I do smooth a little bit more of the Mod Podge on top. Here's another brush that I love to use. It is a little more pricey than the Bristle Brushes, but it does a really good job getting that napkin into all those grooves. All right, this next step is very, very important. That's why I always say, especially something like this, don't skip any steps. Don't skip over the video because this is so important. This is my heat gun. It's the same kind of gun we use when we're drying our paint. All right, it's setting the glue. And I could now take my bristle brush and I can even be a little more rough. I can pound on a little bit harder because this glue is very, very strong. The glue is also getting more flexible. Again, another one of the reasons why I love the fabric Mod Podge. All right, I'm gonna go through the same process, putting the heat gun on. The only thing now I'm gonna do differently is I'm going to take a piece of baking parchment. I'm going to put that on top, and now I'm going to take a rolled up towel and I'm just going to go over the napkin like that. You know, what I'm doing is something very similar to the other fabric projects I did, except now I'm using the heat gun. I'm not using an iron. It's safer because the basket is curved, and you know, you can run your fingernail through if you want, just to get the napkin more in the grooves. And now I'm ready to go on to the next step. Okay, here's my next step, and I'm going to take the fabric Mod Podge. I want to hold it up so that you can really see. It's very, very thick. So I'm going to take the fabric Mod Podge and I'm going to put it on top of the napkin now. This is going to give it more strength and more flexibility. And as I do this, you're going to see I'm also going to take the glue and run it through all of those little grooves. I'm going to go over the entire basket and then I'm going to let it dry. I want to hold it up. I love it. Do you love it? It's so cute. These baskets are fabulous. The basket has been sitting a couple of days, and honestly, it is kind of sticky and it is shiny, okay? We like it to be matte, and we definitely want to get rid of the sticky. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to use one of my favorite products, which is the DuraClear Sealant, and I am going to use the Ultra Matte. That's going to get rid of the sticky, and it's also going to get rid of some of that shine. I put my DuraClear into little containers when I'm going to be brushing it on, and I am using a nice soft brush, and I'm going to go over the entire napkin with the DuraClear. Now, DuraClear is a sealant, and I use it on other things besides these baskets, but specifically with these baskets, it's going to take away that sticky. And on top of that, because these look better when they're matte, it's going to take away the shine. I am running some of the DuraClear through those little grooves, and now I'm going to let it dry. All right, the DuraClear is dry and it's not sticky anymore. I love this stuff. It really works good, especially on top of the fabric Mod Podge. I'm going to hold it up and you can see that a lot of the shine is gone. It's more of a matte finish, and that matte finish gives it more of, I'm going to say, a hand-painted look. I absolutely love the DuraClear, and I use it, again, on other things, and I highly recommend it. Okay, so now what? Now that it's all dry, you know what I'm going to do. I have to put this beautiful basket to the test, and I love it. I'm almost afraid to do it. Okay, here I go. Drum roll. I'm a little bit nervous. All right, I'm crunching it and I'm scrunching it and I'm bending it. And guess what? There is no cracking. There's no peeling. And you know, inside those little grooves, that's normally where I saw it peel and crack. But this basket is definitely going to hold up. And if you use the products that I used and you apply them the way I did, you're going to have a very durable basket, and you're going to be able to wash it off as well, and you're not going to be afraid to use it or to give it as a gift. These two products work really well with napkins and decoupaging them onto fabric, and I'm just offering you another option. I want to throw a few more ideas at you if you're like me and you have a lot of napkins, which I do. And by the way, I get all of my napkins from Vippies Designs Decoupage Napkin Shop, www.vippies.com. So these baskets can be done for all different occasions and different kinds of decor. I know that a lot of people love the lemons, and lemons are so fresh and so summery. And of course, something like a mermaid would be perfect maybe for a little girl's room. How about Christmas? This would make such a great gift and for your own decor as well. All right, I applied this the same way using the fabric Mod Podge, but I wanted this one glossy. Hey, why not? It's the holidays. So I used the DuraClear Gloss Varnish on top, and I also used the Extreme Glitter Paint. So what did I get? I got a lot of glittery sparkle and all of that beautiful gloss. And of course, I could put this basket to the test as well. I'm crunching it and it's absolutely fine. Now, after you decoupage your napkin on the basket, you don't have to stop there. I found some of this red and white cording in my stash, and I think it would look great all the way around the rim of the basket. So, hey, when you're done, why not look through some of your embellishments and add them right on top of your basket. Okay, crafting friends, this is the last basket I'm going to show you. And I think these baskets have kind of a nautical look to them. So I decided to put a seagull napkin on, and I used the fabric Mod Podge and the DuraClear, and I put it on the same way as I did the other one. And I love the way this came out. You know what? I think I'm going to keep this one. I created this video just so I can give my crafting friends another option if you want to decoupage napkins onto these rope baskets. I'm able to give you this option because I have several other videos on my channel already where I decoupage napkins onto fabric. It took me months to figure out just the right techniques and the products that work together so you can have a successful project putting napkins onto fabric like these baskets. So don't skip through this video. Make sure you follow step by step. I'm not endorsed by any of the makers of the products that I showed you in this video. However, I do provide the links below. If you purchase through these links, it doesn't cost you any more, but it helps me to make videos that you love. Crafting friends, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you can see there is another option when you want to apply napkins onto fabric, and specifically these rope baskets. Now, you don't have to do it my way. I'm just like things to be very, very durable. There are excellent videos out there that you can watch, and you can try those ways as well. Now, I have been doing fabric Mod Podge already. I've got some videos. I'm going to put them in the links below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can see more videos, Decoupage D.I.Y. with Joan-Marie Domino. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with your friends, and you can drop a comment below as well. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow me there. And my friends at Vippies Designs, www.vippies.com. They supply all of the napkins I use. Go to their website, take a look at what they have, and remember, all the products I use, I put them in the description box below.